Hey everyone, I'm back with the second cartoon movie special DVD Blu-ray collection. First up, I'm going to go over Ralph Bakshi's stuff. First up, here's a UK Arrow double DVD thing of Fritz the Cat. Let's see, it's got the original Fritz the Cat along with the weird sequel that didn't have Ralph Bakshi involved and isn't very good. And so next up here is the American Blu-ray of Fritz the Cat from Kino Lorber. This is a really nice DVD. Let's see, you got a commentary and a trailer. Yay. Not a whole lot of bonus features, but there's cool stuff and it looks amazing. Next up, here we got the DVD of Hey Good Lookin'. Let's see, this is from Warner Archive. And yeah, really nice DVD. No bonus features though, it being an archive thing. And then here we got Coonskin, also known as Street Fight. Let's see, from Xenon Pictures? Is that the... Yeah, I guess that's the company that put it out. No bonus features on here, it looks like, unfortunately. Yeah. Unfortunately, not a whole lot of bonus features on Ralph Bakshi DVDs, I guess. And then here we got American Pop. No bonus features, unfortunately, again. But yeah, really cool movie. Oh, a whole bunch of stuff there that it comes with. And then next up here is Wizards, a freaking amazing movie. Commentary, Wizard of Animation featurette, still gallery, TV spot, and theatrical trailers. Huh. Okay, Wizards, I guess, is where all the cool stuff went. And then last up for Ralph Bakshi, or well, almost. I'm going to go over another thing later. Here we got Fire and Ice on Blu-ray from Blue Underground. Really nice Blu-ray. Let's see, bonus features, commentary, making of, Bakshi on Frazetta, Sean Hannon's diary notes, behind the scenes, photo gallery, theatrical trailer. So yeah, some decent stuff on the Fire and Ice Blu-ray at least. Banjo the Woodpile Cat, let's see, this was Don Bluth's first thing? Yeah, his first, like, major independent production. And it's an okay little cartoon. Like, if you're a little kid, you'd probably like it. To adults, it's more interesting, like, for the novelty of it being one of the first Don Bluth things. And then here we got Secret of Nim on DVD, and the Blu-ray. And then this double feature Blu-ray, which has the terrible sequel, and they promote that on the cover for some reason. So anyway, the DVD, let's see, there is a little, like, booklet included with some making-of stuff, that's cool. Trailer, that's it for bonus features on there. The Blu-ray has a commentary and a Secrets Behind the Secret featurette. Okay, cheapo box. And then here's the double feature DVD, zero bonus features, piece of crap DVD, double-sided, it's in a cheapo box, nothing good with this, except for the first movie. Next up, let's see, I guess I'll go over these. Here we got Dragon's Lair and Dragon's Lair 2 Time Warp and Space Ace, which aren't exactly animated specials, but yeah, I'll count them. They're animated, they're video game cinematics. You can watch them like as movies on these DVDs. Next up, here we got An American Tail, and, huh. You know, I thought I had... Oh, okay, there it is. It's a double feature with Fievel Goes West. Not that you'd know, looking anywhere on the box. Oh, double-sided DVD, that's horrible. And here we got Land Before Time, and another Land Before Time. Let's see, this one is the Anniversary Edition. This one says the original movie. Let's see, bonus features, sing-alongs. The Anniversary Edition, Littlefoot's Playhouse, great moments from the Land Before Time series, Jurassic Park Institute, much more. I hate that. Look how much space there is on the back. All that empty space. You could totally tell me what more is on here. Anyway, Land Before Time. And then here we got All Dogs Go to Heaven. No real interesting bonus features or anything. Love this movie. Next up here we got Thumbelina. Oh, and this one, it says there's bonus features, but it's a lie. And Troll in Central Park does the same thing. It says there's a featurette, but there isn't. Pebble and the Penguin. This one says special features, and they are actually there, but they're on a separate disc for some reason. Yeah, there's only like 2 bonus features and 5 DVD games. Why in the world did we need a whole other DVD just for that? And then here we got Anastasia, which also includes Bartok the Magnificent. There it is. And I also have Bartok on its own DVD because I just like Bartok. No bonus features, unfortunately, on his standalone DVD. There is a little paper in here. That's nice. Let's see. Yep, that's all it has. And then last up, here's Titan AE for Don Bluth stuff, or almost. I also have this weird Russian dog movie compilation, which has All Dogs Go to Heaven, only the first one. And then also it has, let's see, Balto and the sequel to Balto in Russian voiceover. Yay! Okay, and now everything else. Okay, here we got Animal Farm on a $1 DVD. Yeah, DigiView's, let's see, volume 13 of Cartoon Classics, I think. They just straight up did the Animal Farm movie, which is kind of cool. I do like the story, I like this adaptation of it, and this is a slightly edited version. Some of the animal cruelty is cut down, which, like, I understand why it's there in the original, but I do appreciate having this version where a lot of that is cut out. And next up, here's the Animaniacs Complete Collection, which includes, where is it? You know, I don't know which disc it's on. Oh, well, somewhere in here there's, oh, these are all jumbled up for some reason. That's why I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is. Animaniacs Wacko's Wish was included in this complete series set, so that's pretty cool. I like Wacko's Wish just fine. It's not my favorite Animaniacs thing. I like the show way better. Let's see, Wacko's Wish is okay. I don't know, maybe I just wasn't in the right mood when I first saw it. I just found it to be kind of boring. So next up, here's Ants. Ants is a fun movie. Let's see, I remember seeing part of this in a video store. I saw it playing on the TV and rented it afterwards, back when, like, that was a thing to do. So yeah, I really liked Ants. Fun movie. Next up, here's an obscure thing, Black Beauty, with a cover that has nothing to do with the movie. That isn't really, like, yeah, it's a black horse, but it doesn't look like Black Beauty. This girl there isn't even in the movie, which is really weird, because on the back, we have artwork of this guy who is actually in the movie, and that's a pretty good depiction of him. And then here we get some actual images from the movie. Let's see, I had the tape of this growing up. I really liked this movie, so it was really cool to find this on DVD. Even if it is a cheapy $1 DVD, it's still really nice. Oh, and it's a DigiView DVD, so it's slightly higher quality than what would come a little bit later with East-West's distributed DVDs. And now this is, what is this? Bugville, a Max Fleischer animated classic. I haven't watched all of this yet. I saw part of, like a documentary or something on Fleischer Studios, and they mentioned this movie. And I thought, oh man, that looks really fascinating. So yeah, I definitely want to watch this at some point. Next up, 2 versions of the BFG. I read the BFG when I was younger. It wasn't really my favorite of Roald Dahl's books. I liked Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and the Twits, Fantastic Mr. Fox a little bit more. But BFG was okay, and I really like the original animated movie. It's freaking amazing. And one of the interesting things, the remake actually took more influence from this than the actual book, apparently. I haven't seen the remake yet. I have it here, but I don't think... Yeah, I haven't watched any of this yet. I don't know how much of it is animated and how much of it is live action. Like, I think it's a live action animated hybrid, but I don't know. Like, it sure looks like the girl is real and the giant is CGI. Next up, here's the 14 movie collection fantasy adventure. It has Bionicle 3, and, yeah. No Bionicle 1 or 2, but it has 3. Yay. I don't know Bionicle that well. Web of Shadows. Was that a good one? And then here we got Captain Underpants, the first epic movie, the only epic movie to date, which is kind of too bad. I really liked the Captain Underpants movie. It was a fun movie. My only real issue with it was Professor Poopy Pants. I feel like they kind of shot themselves in the foot with him. Like, he has a really funny story that they could easily do a lot with, but for whatever reason, they just kind of made him generic bad guy, and like, he was already kind of a generic silly bad guy, and they just made him even more of a generic silly bad guy. And then here we got a double feature of Cats Don't Dance and Quest for Camelot. Cats Don't Dance, frickin' awesome movie, and the whole reason I wanted to do these cartoon collection videos is because I had the soundtrack stuck in my head. You got a big, loud... And then there's Quest for Camelot, which I'd like to forget. Quest for Camelot, not the worst movie ever made. Oh, but it is on a double-sided DVD in a cheapo box, so... I did not care for Quest for Camelot. I remember being a kid, and this movie came out, and it was kind of a big deal, and, what was it? I had a bunch of friends who went to see it. None of them really had anything super, like, positive to say about it. Like, they didn't hate the movie, but they didn't really like the movie either, and I just did not have any interest for whatever reason. Like, I was looking at the trailer, and something about it just felt really off to me. I did see Cats Don't Dance when I was a kid, though, and I liked it just fine, although it was kind of overshadowed by, at the end of the tape, there was a bonus episode of Dexter's Laboratory, and I freaking loved that Dexter's Laboratory episode way more than the movie when I was a kid. I don't even remember what the short was, but I just remember I thought it was really funny. And then here we got Charlotte's Web. This is the full screen edition, and I think the full screen version might actually be the superior version, because this was a TV special, and from what I understand, the widescreen actually just cropped the full screen version. So if you want the full actual movie, you have to find the full screen version. There's a double feature of this, and, let's see, or there's two double features. There's a version that comes with this, and it's made-for-TV sequel, or straight-to-DVD sequel, or something. And then there's a CGI live-action remake that I saw on TV once, and it was okay. My grandpa liked Templeton the Rat in the remake. It's his kind of character. So, yeah, I love Charlotte's Web, and this is a really great adaptation of the book. I remember reading the book, or actually my grandmother read the book to me when I was a kid, and then we read it in 2nd grade, and yeah, I really liked it. And then we saw this particular version. I think that was the first time I saw this particular animated adaptation of it. And then here we got Chicken Run, frickin' amazing movie. It's a masterpiece from Aardman Studios. This is definitely what made me a fan. I live in the U.S. In the U.S., Aardman's stuff like Wallace and Gromit didn't really take off. Like, it's getting more well-known now with, like, VHSs and DVDs, but they weren't super widespread, so I knew nothing about them going in when I saw Chicken Run. This was the first thing of theirs I saw. It wasn't until, like, actually just a couple of years ago that I saw Wallace and Gromit for the first time, and I fell in love with those shorts. Those are hilarious. And then next up, here's an interesting thing. City of Rot. Now, City of Rot is an animated zombie movie. Let's see, the whole movie was animated by a guy that worked on the South Park movie, apparently. I think this is underrated. I think more people deserve to see this. Oh, there's a commercial. Oh, there's a little sticker in here that says library. So I guess this was at a library at some point, or I just reused the box, something. So yeah, City of Rot, really good. I think it's all on YouTube, actually, if you want to look it up there. And then here's Coraline. Coraline, frickin' amazing movie. Love Coraline. Actually, oh, this comes with little 3D glasses. I forgot about that. Let's see, directed by Henry Selick, the guy that did The Nightmare Before Christmas, and you can definitely tell there's a lot of influence from Nightmare Before Christmas. I was gonna get a Blu-ray of this a while ago, but then I didn't for some reason. Anyway, Coraline, great movie, love it. Here is Curious George Goes to the Hospital. This is a collection of stop-motion shorts. First up, we got Curious George Goes to the Hospital, and then there's Mouse Soup, which was a thing I really loved as a kid, and then there's Morris Has a Cold. I had this on tape, and on the tape, the last short was Uncle Elephant, which is, kind of a bummer of a short, actually. It's about a kid whose parents go missing, or, crap, I can't remember. Did they die? I don't remember. Something happened to the parents, and so the kid has to go stay with his uncle, who's a weird guy, and the kid is really moody and hates everything because his parents might be dead. Very weird idea for a thing. Random stuff. Here we got Monkey King Hero is Back. I got this from a dollar store. Oh, Dove Foundation liked this movie, I guess. You suck, Dove Foundation. This movie sucked. There's way better animated Journey to the West Monkey King movies out there. This is just, ugh. It is hard to watch. Like, maybe if I was a really little kid and I had some patience, I could sit through it, but now, no. Because there's plenty of stuff that's, like, actually good I could be watching. And then here we got Once Upon a Forest. This was a weird movie. I saw this back in, I think, 4th grade? I don't really recognize any of the names here. William Hanna, James Horner, David Kirshner. Okay. It's kind of a Secret of Nim-esque movie. More in common with Secret of Nim 2, I think, although this is a way better movie than Secret of Nim 2. Actually, if they had called this Secret of Nim 2, I think it would fit more in tone with the original than the actual sequel. But it's got some fun characters, it's a decently well-made movie for kids, and then here we got The Page Master. Not quite sure if this counts. Yeah, I'll count it. The majority of it is a 2D animated movie. It's got Macaulay Culkin in there. He gets sucked into this weird book world. Let's see, there's one of the books down there, Adventure, and Christopher Lloyd's in it. It's got a ton of really great cast. Let's see, Frank Welker does a horror book. Whoopi Goldberg does fantasy. Let's see. Oh, there's David Kirshner's name again. Animation directed by Maurice Hunt. Where do I know Maurice Hunt from? Did he do other movies or cartoons? Somebody tell me in the comments what Maurice Hunt did, because that name sounds so familiar for some reason. Okay, next up, How to Train Your Dragon. On the spine it says 1. So I don't know if this was part of a box set or something. Let's see, it's got a DVD and Blu-ray, and let's see, I remember we saw the first How to Train Your Dragon. I think it was my sister came up, and we were looking for something to do. So we were like, oh hey, there's a new movie playing, let's go see this. So we went to the theater and saw How to Train Your Dragon, and I didn't really have any interest in it, but I did like the movie. It was alright, but yeah, I just didn't really have any interest in tracking down the sequels or the TV shows or any of that. I liked the first movie, it's fine, but it didn't, like, make me super into this franchise. And then next up here's TMNT 2007, part of this 4 film favorites collection. And there's the DVD, yay! Let's see, I think, yeah, 2007 TMNT is like the only movie on here that actually has some bonus features, unfortunately. Everything else really skimpy on bonus features. Let's see. The original one has a couple of DVD games, character bios, trailer, Secret of the Ooze, full screen, widescreen, Pick That Flick Challenge, trailer, oh, Ninja Turtles 3. Okay, so both of them are the same thing. And then 2007 actually has quite a few bonus features simply because of the time it came out. It's not really that good of a movie. It's an okay movie, like, for a kid's Ninja Turtle fully animated movie. It's kind of a cool idea, but I think it just kind of came out at the wrong time. It came out when The 2003 cartoon was still going, I think. And also it was trying to kinda sorta be a sequel to the original live-action trilogy, which it kind of is, but kind of isn't. It's a weird movie that exists in a weird place for Ninja Turtles. And next up, just because I don't know when I'll ever get to talk about this again, here we got Jib Jab, The Early Years, a collection of these weird little, like, flash animated shorts from jibyab.com. There's, like, some satirical political stuff mostly, and then some holiday stuff, and, like, just silly comedic animated things all together. Yeah, this is weird. I don't know what to say. I do remember seeing some of these when I was younger online. And then right here we have this weird Hindi DVD collection just for kids, which includes My Friend Ganesha, which has like this little kid meeting Ganesha, this Hindu elephant god thing, and there's some animated segments. My Friend Ganesha 3, oddly not My Friend Ganesha 2. I don't know what the story is there. And then there's Maruti Mera Dost. No idea if I'm pronouncing that right. There's a lengthy animated segment that explains the origin of Hanuman, I believe. And, yeah, I think that's it. Oh, and also on here is one of the Air Buddies movies. Don't know what that's doing on there. Oh, oddly, most of the movies on here are related to, like, Hindu or Buddha in one way or another, or, like, mythology surrounding those religions. And, Air Buddies also kinda sorta ties in, because one of the buddies is named Buddha. Okay, next up, I guess I'll go over this stuff here. Here got Shrek 2, and then Shrek 3, and then Shrek the Final Chapter, and the first Puss in Boots, which I just watched a few days ago, and it was way better than I expected. I'm not a super big Shrek fan. Like, back in the day, I liked it just like all the kids did, but as I grew up, it didn't really stick with me. Same with Puss in Boots. The reason I only just watched the Puss in Boots movie is because no one would shut up about The Last Wish, and even now, people are still talking about The Last Wish. Next up here we got Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas. This was, like, what I was super big into as a kid over Shrek. Like, if this had gotten a million sequels, I'd be super happy. And then here we got Robots full screen DVD and Robots widescreen on Blu-ray. Oh, and also there's a little Rite Aid sticker up there. Isn't that cool? This was $24.99 back when it came out in, when was this? 2005. Wow. Or 2006. I don't remember exactly when we got this, but man, that's crazy. Anyway, the Blu-ray I just got from a thrift store for like $1. Huh. No DVD, cheapo box, bonus features. I think it's all pretty much the same stuff that's already on the DVD. Next up, here we got The Haunted World of El Super Beasto, the Rob Zombie movie. This one is a DVD, and then this is also a DVD, but it's in a Blu-ray box because, I don't know. And then here we got some weird religious stuff. Here we got a Life with Jesus animated thing. No idea what this is. Oh, there's the Peter Pan logo from the old records. Anybody out there old enough to remember the little Peter Pan records? Okay, so I don't know what this is exactly. I'm thinking this might be that weird animated Jesus thing where the guy says, "I didn't think you would come, but you've come." And then Jesus goes, "Yes, I have come." And then here we got The Prince of Egypt, frickin' amazing movie. I'm probably going to hell for making a cum joke before talking about this. Joseph, King of Dreams, not as memorable or as good as Prince of Egypt. Joseph just isn't really that interesting of a story when compared to Prince of Egypt. Prince of Egypt has a lot of stuff to take influence from and a lot of things you could turn into big set pieces, whereas Joseph is a more smaller personal story, so yeah, it just doesn't really lend itself to being a big movie like Prince of Egypt does. And I'm thinking that might have been what put an end to DreamWorks doing stuff like that. And then here we got the animated Hobbit, and then I have another animated... Oh, nope, that's... there it is. There's the other animated Hobbit. I have two of these, because I got this, and the audio was all messed up. I grew up with the tape, so... Yeah, watching this, it really hits you how screwed up the audio is. There's a bunch of sound effects missing, there's lines missing, music is all screwed up. So I was like, okay, well, I'll track down the original DVD. That's gotta be normal, right? No, it's the same thing. Turns out, at some point, the original print was damaged or something, or the audio track was damaged, and so when they had to put the DVD together, they just had to, like, scramble it together from what they had, and they did their best, but yeah, a lot of stuff is just completely lost, and unfortunately, if you want to watch the original, uncut, restored Hobbit, you gotta look it up on Internet Archive. And then here we got Ralph Bakshi's Lord of the Rings, an amazing adaptation of Lord of the Rings. I freaking love this. Sometimes, like, I'm not sure if I like this better than the actual movie. Oh, and there's a little rental sticker down there. This came from a Blockbuster, I believe. Oh, actually, it came from Memorial Library, but it's in a Blockbuster box, so I don't know, maybe it was at Blockbuster, and then the library bought it? Oh, there's a little library sticker on the spine of it. So here we got, 8 Crazy Nights, still all wrapped up in a bag, because, yeah, I didn't open this because I don't think I would like this movie. I had a friend at work who really loved that movie, and I told him about that, and he said he'd love to find that movie, like, still sealed, because he's a collector. Then we got El Dorado, amazing movie. I love this movie. This is such a cool movie, and it makes me kind of sad that DreamWorks was doing stuff like Sinbad, Prince of Egypt, El Dorado, and then they just kind of dropped doing these kind of, like, 2D epic adventure movies and went to do, like, kind of silly, goofy animal kids musical movies. Next up, here we got Fern Gully, and then the Blu-ray of Fern Gully from Shout Factory. This is a pretty nice DVD. It is packed with bonus features. Look at all that. It's 2 discs, and man, it fills it to the max. The Blu-ray also has a ton of bonus features, but there is some new stuff on here. Let's see, there's a new introduction with the director. Okay, and then right here, this is interesting. A bunch of the Ice Age movies. Here we got the first Ice Age, Ice Age the Meltdown, Dawn of the Dinosaurs, Collision Course, and then Collision Course on Blu-ray. Okay, and then I think there's another one. I don't remember the name now. And then there's like a Scrat thing, but I don't have that. Here we got the Iron Giant. It's a masterpiece. I don't think I have to say anything more. And then, oh, here's another religious thing. Juan Diego, Messenger of Guadalupe. I happened to find this at a flea market for like $1, and... Or actually, I think it might have been free. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll get it. And, like, I didn't know who Juan Diego was, and I looked on the back. There's a little description. In 1531, Juan Diego found himself caught between 2 worlds, that of the Spanish conquerors and that of his own Aztec heritage. Because of his love for his people and his strong faith, Juan Diego turned to Jesus and his mother, Mary, for their help in uniting his people. The answer to Juan Diego's prayer has become one of the greatest events in the history of the Americas. And, yeah, it talks about in the Basilica of Our Lady of Guadalupe in Mexico City, the miracle of the Tilma of Juan Diego may still be seen, just as it was seen by the bishop in 1531. So yeah, this was a really fascinating thing. I didn't really know who this guy was or the history of this event, but it was really interesting, and, I don't know how accurate this is to history. I don't know this particular story, but it made for a fascinating animated thing. It's only 30 minutes long. This might actually be up on YouTube. I'm gonna have to look this up later, see if it is. Okay, next up is Kangaroo Jack G'day USA. I kind of like the live-action Kangaroo Jack movie. A lot of people really hate it for some reason, but like I can't really hate it. It's such a dumb movie. Like I don't know. Oh, there's a Sports Illustrated for Kids coupon in there, and there's the DVD. Okay, so apparently at some point Warner Brothers was like, okay, we have a budget to make a bunch of direct-to-DVD animated movies. They do a ton of, like, Scooby-Doo stuff, so why don't we try to make Kangaroo Jack a thing? So, yeah, I think the idea was to do annual Kangaroo Jack movies, kind of like they do Scooby-Doo movies, but, yeah, I guess this didn't take off too well, unfortunately. Or maybe fortunately, because I haven't watched this yet. I don't know what it's like. Alright, then, and now, let's see, how about some Star Wars stuff? Star Wars, The Clone Wars, the movie. I remember seeing trailers for this. They made it look awful. Apparently all it is just the first couple episodes of the show compiled into a movie. So I don't know what to think about that. I'll have to watch it at some point. I still haven't watched it. And then here we got Star Warped, a stop-motion satire parody of just a whole bunch of sci-fi stuff, mainly Star Trek and Star Wars, although they also have, let's see, E.T., X-Files, RoboCop, and, let's see, Alien is in there, Predator is in there, and a whole bunch of just ridiculous nonsense. Oh yeah, 2001. There's the 2001 baby there. Weird movie, and I think this got a sequel or something. I'm trying to remember. I think it kind of got a sequel, but they called it something else. I don't remember now. And then, let's see. Oh, here's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I don't have the sequel yet. I only have the first one at the moment. And then here we got Iron Man Rise of the Technovore, which I only got because Punisher's in it. We got Hulk vs. Wolverine and Thor. Love Hulk vs. Wolverine, love Hulk vs. Thor. They're both amazing movies. And then next up here is Next Avengers, which is one of my favorite of Marvel's like animated things. Oh, and it came with a digital, let's see, CD-ROM digital comic book. That's really interesting. I don't have a PC, so I never read that. And then this is a cool thing, Turok, Son of Stone, freaking amazing, love this movie. I would have loved if we got more Turok movies, especially in this style. It's a really cool style, tons of talent in the voice cast, animated beautifully. Moving on, here we got Team America World Police. It's Super Marionation, kind of a, who was that guy that did Supercar and Stingray and Thunderbirds, Gary Anderson, kind of a emulating that style, although it's very silly in Team America. Let's see, The Teacher from the Black Lagoon. Let's see, this is apparently an animated version of that storybook. Also, it includes the gym teacher from the Black Lagoon and the librarian and some other book called Shrinking Violet. Okay. I haven't watched this yet. Let's see. Narration by Jonathan Lipnicki, Alexander Gold, and Callista Flockhart. Okay. Oh, and Joey Stack. Alright then. I don't really know celebrities that well, so when I see, like, that kind of thing, it's just weird. And here we got some holiday specials. The Life and Adventures of Santa Claus, a stop-motion thing. It's really cool. I really like this. And then Nestor the Long-Eared Christmas Donkey, which is really weird and feels unfinished. And then here's this thing I got a while ago, Queer Duck the Movie, which apparently was a TV show for a while or something. I don't know. And then here's Superman Shazam Return of Black Adam, which I haven't watched this yet, so no idea if it's good or not. Like, it's probably good. It's Superman and Shazam. It's a DC thing. The Last Unicorn, here's the standard DVD, I believe, and then here's the 25th Anniversary Edition DVD. There's also, like, a new Blu-ray, and also, I think, DVD that's way nicer than this and has a bunch of new bonus features. And here's a Region 2? Yeah, Region 2 German edition of Rock and Rule. Yeah, it was just cheaper to get the German edition than to track down a copy of the English version. The only like thing on here is there's a making of on disc 2 with German subtitles that you can't shut off. Everything else is exactly like the American DVD as far as I know. And then here we got Tiny Toons. Let's see, How I Spent My Vacation. Yeah, for some reason this special got a DVD release, but none of the other ones did that Tiny Toons did. Let's see, Tiny Toons also did Night Ghoulery and Spring Break. And this particular DVD also has How I Spent My Vacation on it. It's a bootleg. And then here we got a Looney Tunes thing, the Looney Bugs Bunny movie. I remember seeing this as a kid. I rented it a lot. I really liked this. And then next up, here's the Looney Tunes movie collection, which collects 2 Looney Tunes movies. Let's see, the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner movie and Bugs Bunny 1001 Rabbit Tales. It's kind of a stretch calling these movies, since there's not really a lot of movie content. That's mostly just a compilation of a bunch of different shorts. And then here we got the Space Jam Special Edition, two-disc Special Edition. Yeah, this is water damaged, but this is, like, the only copy I could find. I really wanted this because it has some cool bonus features. There's some Looney Tunes shorts, there's music videos, Bugs vs. Daffy Battle of the Music Video Stars. I can't remember what exactly that is. Game, demo, and trailer. Alright then. And then here's Looney Tunes Back in Action, full screen edition. Yay. I still haven't watched this movie. And then here's, let's see, Daffy Duck's Quack Busters, which I think is another one of these, like, animation compilation things, but I don't know for sure. It might be like, its own movie. And then here we got Rabbit's Run, the Looney Tunes show spin-off movie, kind of, or something. I don't really know. And that's it for Looney Tunes stuff. And then next up is all my Thomas the Tank Engine stuff. So let's see, first up, here we got this 3-DVD movie pack from the UK. It's got Calling All Engines, Great Discovery, and Hero of the Rails. And then here's the individual American Great Discovery DVD. And then Hero of the Rails, the first CGI Thomas special. Oh, and it's got its slipcover still, that's nice. And then here's The Adventure Begins, which is kind of a prequel to the CGI era of Thomas. Journey Beyond Sodor, which was one of the final movies, I believe, and some fans are split about it, but I thought it was okay. There's definitely some stuff oh, there's that frickin' guy. Didn't like him. I liked her, though. She looked really cool, and he was cool. Indifferent to this dude here. And then here we got the Thomas and Friends 10-movie birthday collection, which is really bizarre because it just puts the movies in whatever order it feels like, and then skips around. It's so weird. Let's see, Tale of the Brave, Day of the Diesels, Blue Mountain, just Blue Mountain, not Blue Mountain Mystery, Misty Island Rescue, Hero of the Rails, Calling All Engines, King of the Railway, The Great Race, Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure, Big World, Big Adventures. Yeah. It came in a little slipcase, and it came with this bonus playset thing, which folds out into like a little... okay, I remember this. You can like build your own little Sodor station or something with it. And then that's it for Thomas DVDs. And here's some Blu-rays. Here's the Shout Factory Blu-ray of Thomas and the Magic Railroad. This is really cool. Got a Blu-ray and DVD in there. A ton of bonus features. And then, let's see, which... and then here's Tale of the Brave. It says Blu-ray DVD, but the box is broken, so the DVD always falls out. That's annoying. And then here's Blue Mountain Mystery, the movie. One of my favorite of the CGI Thomas movies. This is a pretty fun movie. I really enjoy this one. Not a lot of bonus features on these, apart from Magic Railroad. So I think that's... Yep, that's all of my animated movies and specials collection. Hope you enjoyed this. See ya.